Hey guys, this is Nitesh, and it's time for a bit more talking about scheduling. Yeah, doing that a bit lately, but with the new job, that's been a lot of scheduling talk that's had to get figured out. So, I want to start with the streams. This week kind of showed me Tuesday nights and Thursday nights are awful times to be streaming because I've got work the next morning. I do like the fact that I seem to have a bit of consistency to my schedule. Yeah, the streaming schedules, I'm probably gonna just stop doing those because, you know, if I would be streaming, it would be after a long shift at work. And I honestly can't count on actually having the energy for that. So, it's not an efficient use of my time to come up with these streaming schedules that I'm probably not going to be sticking to. It's not fair to you guys to give you these times to find me on Twitch and then not be there. Basically, just planning out my streaming schedules just hasn't been working. I'm just gonna let the streams happen as they happen. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to hear about them when they happen. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about as far as streaming is concerned, YouTube's streaming. I gotta be honest here, I've heard some mixed things. The people who are big YouTubers have had no problem. Smaller YouTubers have had to worry about content ID systems shutting down the whole stream. Some of the bigger YouTubers, they're part of MCNs that are just fielding all the content ID things that might come up. But I have to look at my own history with content ID, and I gotta be honest, a lot of the times it's come up for me, they haven't been legit content ID matches. The last time I got a content ID match, it was for an episode of Life is Strange, because someone else who was doing a Let's Play of it, content ID registered their videos. So, that wasn't legit. I gotta think of Mirror's Edge, when I got videos content ID matched by a Hungarian marketing firm. True story, by the way, a Hungarian marketing firm content ID matched my Mirror's Edge video. XCOM, when I did that video, when I did that series, episode 1 got content ID matched by a Turkish sports network. Frankly, I have had enough non-legit content ID matches that, I gotta be honest and say, I don't have any faith in the content ID system not screwing up my YouTube streams. I was thinking of doing H1Z1, and, something came up this week and stopped me from doing it. But with that, in the lobby before the game starts, a bunch of people just have random shit in their... a bunch of people just have random stuff playing over the voice chat. That's probably gonna end up getting content ID matched. And, it's kind of a matter of, I just don't really have any faith in the system. I feel like if I had more legit experiences with the Content ID system, like times when, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. But I haven't. It's all been, video game music. And, when it hasn't been video game music, it's been mismatched. It's been a false ID match. So, yeah, I gotta say, looking at that, I can't really trust the YouTube streaming service. So my streams are gonna be on Twitch. I'm still gonna be uploading videos to YouTube. I will be whatever I'm streaming. I'll be making a highlights reel and, uploading that to YouTube. So you guys aren't gonna miss out on the whole thing. But, it's a real shame because YouTube streaming could have been really good. Especially for smaller channels who, we don't have all our audience on Twitch. Bigger channels, they've already got a Twitch audience. The problem is, yeah, this Content ID system's gonna kill it. Moving on. New Let's Play series. I'm gonna be honest, I've got a few ideas bouncing around. It's just a matter of which one I actually want to do. I've actually taken a look at the potential pilots that I've made, and I've thought about finishing out them. But Not a Hero has had a lot of weird glitches, and it's like if I tried to continue with that, I would have to just use the keyboard, which those aren't very good controls. I've been looking at Last Word, but frankly that one's a bit of a pain to actually record. With Last Word, I have to use OBS, and I have just this huge section of the screen that's not being used for anything, and it's honestly kind of hard to play because the box is so small. And honestly, there's no way for me to actually make it bigger. So that's the problem with that game. Titan Souls, I'd have to actually make progress in that game. And the reason I haven't continued with it is when I tried to do more with it, I just didn't make any progress against the next bosses. So, that's the one thing that kinda hits Titan Souls' viability as a series. Now, Dark Souls, I gotta say with that, you're seeing a bit of that right now, but I basically don't want to do a Let's Play series as my first try. I want to actually get through the game first, and then I'll actually do it on camera. Just because I'm at Sen's Fortress right now. There hasn't been any progress in a while. I'm still playing it, but I'm not going to be playing it on camera. I've also been looking at Lords of the Fallen. Like Dark Souls, but a bit easier. And now that I've actually seen, okay, they've fixed the things that wrecked the game at the start, that actually looks like it could be a possibility. There's also the game Remember Me. I played a little bit of this years ago, and I remember I liked what I played, but that was years ago. I don't really remember that much about it. That's a possibility. That's actually currently the most likely one, just because I don't remember doing that much exploration in that game. And the one rule I'm making with this is whatever I play is going to be light on the editing. I am also looking at Until Dawn. Now, I don't usually play horror games, but I haven't really gotten a sense that this would be one I would just absolutely hate. It sounds like the kind of game I would actually really enjoy. So, the thing is, if I play that, I'd probably want to wait for a lot of the hype surrounding the game to die down, because what happens with that is I upload videos of a game that everyone's doing, and because everyone's doing it, nobody has any reason to watch me. It's not to be selfish or anything, but the videos that are currently really popular never actually do very well for me. So, I've got to take that into account when I'm planning out my series. If I do something that's really popular right now, it's not gonna get any feedback until I'm finished. And that's the big thing that I worry about with that, because I like feedback. I like hearing, yeah, I need to do this a bit better. I could probably afford to do this a bit better. I like hearing ways I can improve. And if I do something that's currently really popular, I will not see that until I'm already finished with the series. So, yeah, that's a thing that I have to consider whenever I'm planning out my videos. Anyway, I've currently been talking a bit longer than I actually have footage for, so this week is mainly going to be Hearthstone while I figure out what series comes next. I did a bit of deck building with the Grand Tournament, so this week's going to be mainly a chance for me to actually show you guys how these decks are working and how it all usually ends up. So, till next time, keep enjoying the videos, and subscribe to help the channel and see more.